I think he did it. He said, I was a sex addict, I was a drug addict, and that combination could lead you to do some fucked up shit. He's like, I was a bad boy, I know I was a bad boy, like, I'm all these things except that. Like, I mean, that's what most people say when they're like in the interrogation room. Like, I've been called a lot of things, but and I've done a lot of things, and I've lied, I've cheated, but I'm not a murderer. It's kind of fucked up. I was going to start a southern accent there, and I don't know why. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry. Where the hell is he? He looks like he's on vacation having a good time. Or is he on an island where they can't extradite him? But here is what's kind of fucked up for his case. So this fool texted her at 3:29 a.m., He sent Nadia a text saying, I'm sorry, that was crazy and selfish. I hope you can forgive me. I know that you're a lovely person, with an X. So don't forget to hit subscribe. Like, that would be cool. Hey everybody, this is a Very Sassy Podcast. I'm Sassy. Russel Brand, charged with rape in the UK. He was charged yesterday after an 18-month-long investigation. 4 women came out and said that he had sexually assaulted them. So right now he's facing 1 count rape, 1 count indecent assault, 1 count oral rape, and then 2 counts sexual assault. He has denied engaging in non-consensual activity, and he posted a video in response on his X. Here it is.
Hello. Firstly, thank you for these incredible and overwhelming messages of support. We're very fortunate in a way to live in a time where there's so little trust in the British government. We're very fortunate, I suppose, that this is happening at a time where we know that the law has become a kind of weapon to be used against people, institutions, and sometimes entire nations that will not accept and tolerate levels of corruption that are unprecedented. I'm speaking particularly to those of you that are watching this in the UK. How do you feel about your legal system right now? How do you feel about some of the high-profile cases that are not being pursued and prosecuted? How do you feel that the Southport murders were handled? How do you feel about the government of Keir Starmer? Now, that's just sort of general context. I've always told you guys that when I was young and single, before I had my wife and family, we're just out of shot over there, my beautiful children, I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord. I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile. But what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes. I want to thank all of you for your continuing support. I want to let you know that our show will be on Rumble on Monday. Thanks for your support there. And of course, I'm now going to have the opportunity to defend these charges in court, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. In the meantime, you lot, stay free, and we will be continuing to discuss this matter. Praise the Lord.
Where the hell is he? He looks like he's on vacation having a good time. Or is he on an island where they can't extradite him? I mean, and when someone tells you, look into my eyes, I'm not a rapist. Like, what? That's creepy. That's creepy. And who's sending them all the support messages? I'm just curious. Who are these people? I was a bad boy. I know I was a bad boy. Like, I'm all these things except that. Like, I mean, that's what most people say when they're like in the interrogation room. Like, I've been called a lot of things, but and I've done a lot of things, and I've lied, I've cheated, but I'm not a murderer. It's kind of fucked up. I was going to start a southern accent there, and I don't know why. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry. He's like, thank God it came out now and not before, because I can, thank God. That's what it sounds like, right? Like, he's like, now that we know the British government is bullshit, thank God it did come out when we believed in them. Because then He's like asking people, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? The government screws you here, the government screws you there, to like distract people and be like, yeah, they're probably screwing him too. Let me say this, just so that everyone understands. 2 to 8% of rapes are false accusations. 2 to 8%. So before everyone starts saying how women are weaponizing the law, 2 to 8%. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he did it, didn't do it. I'm not saying shit other than 2 to 8% are falsely accused. That's all. So apparently this has been happening since from 1999 to 2006, these allegations. One of them is from, well, she was 16 and he was 30 at the time. And when they went on their first date, he asked her how old she was, and he said, I don't give a fuck if you're 12. I just need to know where I stand legally. That's what he said. Just giving you the teeth. That's what it is. And then another woman said that he orally raped her after his 31st birthday. And she said, forced his penis down my throat. She said, it was choking me and I couldn't breathe. And I was pushing him away and he wasn't backing off at all. The women continued, I ended up having to punch him really hard in the stomach to get him off. I was crying and he said, oh, I only wanted to see your mascara run away. And then another woman, Nadia, she said that he had emerged from his bedroom naked and just started kissing her. And she said, and it was fun to begin with, but, or what did she say? She said, which was kind of fun. And then it wasn't when I couldn't move and I realized what he wanted from me at that point, she said. He pushed me up against a wall. She was like, what are you doing? He's like, I have a friend here and I want you to come in the bedroom. She said, no, that's not happening. We're not doing that. And then Nadia said she tried to get away from him and moved to another wall, but he followed her. And at that point, he was grabbing at her underwear, pulling it to the side. She was telling him to get off, but he wouldn't get off. So from there, Nadia claims that he raped her without a condom. She said she couldn't move and only thought about, how am I going to get out of here alive, basically. But here is what's kind of fucked up for his case. So this fool texted her at 3:29 a.m. He sent Nadia a text saying, I'm sorry, that was crazy and selfish. I hope you can forgive me. I know that you're a lovely person, with an X. He tried calling her at 3:51, but the call went unanswered. And the Times said it had verified the number sending the messages with multiple sources. I also want to put into perspective for you, for every 1,000 sexual assaults, only 25 of them will be incarcerated, by the way, too. Those 25 men that go to prison, 60% of them will only do 5 years. Like, 60% will do 5 or less years. Like, that's what the fuck. I'm going to give you my opinion. Tell me yours in the comments. Because, again, like, innocent till proven guilty. Like, I believe in the, like, obviously due process, 100%. The investigation went on for 18 months. So they've got something, you know. But my opinion on it is that I think he did it. He said, I was a sex addict, I was a drug addict, and you know, that combination could lead you to do some fucked up shit. So that's my opinion. That's just me. Tell me what you think right after you hit subscribe. And I do want to point out that the allegations were brought up in 2023. They've been investigating for 18 months and just now brought accusations. This isn't like allegations and then boom, he's booked. Like, it was an 18-month investigation. And later that day, Nadia went to a rape treatment center and did the rape kit, all that. There's like physical evidence too, you know, so it's not looking too good, Russell. Well, that's the report on Russel Brand. I'm Ceci, and I said what I said. Have a great day. Wasn't Katy Perry married to him? I wonder what she thinks.